Okay, hello guys. This is my first video in like a long time. Kind of. My first video, but I've been still making like edits and stuff. But what we're gonna do today is I'm going to be telling you guys my playoff predictions because I did this last year for the playoffs and I had the 49ers winning the Super Bowl. But if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt, that might have happened, but I don't know. But anyways, let's get right into it. We're gonna go left to right, so we're gonna start off with the NFC and then go to the AFC. So, first game, Buccaneers versus Eagles. Recently, the Eagles have been kind of shaky. They've been like kind of weird. They've lost 4 of their last 5, and AJ Brown is also out for the game against the Buccaneers, and they also have not been doing good recently. And then for the Buccaneers, that was kind of an ugly win against the Panthers. Like really low scoring, no touchdowns scored, just field goals. And they still ended up winning, which made them clinch their division. But this is a tough game because the Eagles are the Eagles. They're still a good team even if they've lost 4 of their last 5. And because they have Jalen Hurts, they have DeAndre Swift, they have a lot of good players. But they've just been really inconsistent lately. But I don't think that is going to be much of a problem against a team like the Buccaneers. So I have the Eagles beating the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. Next game, Lions versus Rams. This is a very good game. Jared Goff playing his old team, and Matthew Stafford playing his old team for the first time in each of their careers. I don't think the Lions or the Rams have met ever since that Matthew Stafford trade. And if they have, I don't remember it, and I'm sorry for forgetting it if I did. But Lions versus Rams, I think Matt Stafford is really going to play really well against his old team, show them that they shouldn't have traded him. And the Lions, they're a really good team. They've been winning recently. They've been kind of up and down this season. They've lost some games that they probably should have won. But I think I don't think that's going to be the reason that they lose. I do think the Rams are going to win because I think Matthew Stafford can get his revenge, and I think the Rams can play. They have a better coach. Dan Campbell's a good coach, but I think Sean McVay is just a little bit better. Or maybe not even a little bit. He might be a lot better, but he's a really good coach, Sean McVay. And I think Matthew Stafford, he's more experienced in these type of situations. Sure, he wasn't very successful in the playoffs, but I do think that the Rams can upset the Lions. And then the last game, wild card game in the NFC, Cowboys versus Packers. Mike McCarthy playing his former team, I think for the first time in his career. I'm not sure if the Cowboys have played the Packers ever since the Packers fired Mike McCarthy. But I do think Mike McCarthy is going to get his revenge. I think the Cowboys will not easily. I think they're going to win by double digits, but I think it's going to be a decent game. I just don't think I think the Packers are just unmatched in this game because the Cowboys are a really good team. They're at home. So, if they have to face a team on the road, then they might struggle in that game. But if they're at home, I think it just should be a cakewalk. Okay, so playoff or wildcard games in the AFC. We have the Texans playing the Browns for this first one. Now, this is a really good game. I do think this is a really good game. It would have been even more interesting if Deshaun Watson wasn't injured, but maybe Deshaun Watson being injured is not so bad for the Browns because Joe Flacco has been really good for them. He's 4-1 as their starter, and I think it's going to become 5-1 after today. I'm recording this on Saturday, so after Saturday, you'll probably know who won because this is getting posted on the same day I'm recording this because I don't really have much to edit, so it's probably going to go out before the Texans game. But I do think the Browns are going to win. I think Joe Flacco can do really good, and then C.J. Stroud he might fold under pressure because it's a rookie quarterback playing his first playoff game. But I doubt that's the case. But I do think the Browns are gonna win. I think they still have a slight edge. They played this season already, but and then like Amari Cooper just went absolutely insane. But that was a win for the Browns, mostly because C.J. Stroud wasn't playing. It was Case Keenum, so we can't really use that game like as a game to decide who's going to win this game. But I do think that the Browns are still going to be able to win and pull away against the Texans. Okay, Chiefs versus Dolphins. This is going to be a good game too. Tyreek Hill going back to Arrowhead, but I do have the Chiefs winning this game. This game is also happening on Saturday, but I think the Chiefs are going to win because it's going to be really cold in Kansas City. It's going to be like -5 or -10 degrees. And the Chiefs are probably in Kansas City is probably used to that weather, but the Dolphins, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Miami's in Florida, and Florida's not too cold. But I think the Chiefs they're gonna be used to the weather. I think they're gonna be able to win this game because the Dolphins are on the road. They're not, and they also don't really win games against like teams with winning records. They've only beat one team this whole season, and that's the Cowboys. And that was because the Cowboys were on the road that game. Or maybe not. That wasn't. Maybe that's not the reason that that happened, but an excuse for the Cowboys is that that was a road game for them. But I don't think the Dolphins will be able to play well in this weather because Miami is pretty hot compared to the -10 degrees that they're gonna be playing in. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think Tyreek Hill is really gonna show out. Only because I don't know if like either of the teams are really gonna be throwing the ball a lot. I think both Pacheco, Raheem Mostert, and Devon Achane. I think all three of them actually could do pretty well. They couldn't do decent. I think they're probably going to be the best players this game. I don't think like Tua or Mahomes are really going to do too well. They're not going to do bad, but I don't think they're going to necessarily be doing good. And then the last game, this game just got postponed to Monday, so it's Monday at 4:30, not Sunday anymore. So Bills at Steelers at Bills, and the Bills, like everyone counted them out after they were 6-6. Everyone was really skeptical if they were going to make the playoffs. Everyone really thought that they were definitely screwed and that they were not going to make it. But the Bills proved everyone wrong, and they ended up making the playoffs. And I don't think they made the playoffs after going 6-6 just to lose in the first round, especially to a Mason Rudolph led team. No offense to Mason Rudolph, like he's okay. He's been decent for the Steelers, but I don't think it'll be. I don't think decent is good enough when you're playing a quarterback like Josh Allen. He's a top 5 quarterback in the league for sure. I think that's a pretty valid statement. And the Bills are a really good team. They have a good offense. Their defense has been stepping up recently. And the Steelers, they also have a pretty good defense, but their offense is pretty lackluster just because their running game is good, but not great. And Mason Rudolph is our starting quarterback, which is a really big factor in this game. It's really all up to if Mason Rudolph can be him. And recently, he hasn't necessarily been him. He's been okay, but I don't think he's going to be enough to win this game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they're going to get first rounded. Okay, let's go back to the NFC side for the divisional. Rams at 49ers. This is going to be a pretty good game. It's a divisional game. Both of these games are actually divisional games. The Rams versus 49ers, Eagles versus Cowboys. According to my predictions, at least, they're both divisional games. But the Rams and 49ers, the Rams, no, like, they're a great team, but I think the 49ers are honestly just on a different level. The Rams, like, if I was doing a tier list video on the NFL teams, the Rams would be probably A tier, but the 49ers are definitely an S tier team. I mean, they beat the two best NFC teams other than them, the Eagles and the Cowboys. You could make an argument for the Lions, but I think the 49ers are going to pretty easily win this game. Or not easily, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be competitive, but I think the 49ers will easily win. I I just said not okay. No, not easily. They're gonna win, but I think. Okay. Eagles versus Cowboys. This is also gonna be a pretty good game. But this happened recently. Like I think it was week 17 or 16. The Cowboys won, and as I was saying, the Eagles have been on a cold streak. They've lost 4 of their last 5. And I think it's not going to carry on against the Buccaneers, but I do think it will carry on against the Cowboys. I mean, Dak Prescott has been on an MVP level this season. CeeDee Lamb has proven to be like a top 5 receiver in this league. And the Cowboys, they have a great defense. Deron Bland has been him recently. Uh, he's just been really good. It's like broke the record for pick sixes in a year. The Cowboys, they're just a really good team. They will get past the divisional round for the first time in a while. So shout out to Dallas for that. But it's only because they're not facing the 49ers. Like, if they were facing the 49ers, then it's wraps. It's wraps. They would not win. No offense to Cowboys fans, but they would not win. Okay, let's go back to the AFC side. Chiefs versus Bills. Bills are at home because it is second seed. And this game also happened this season, but Kadarius Toney always finds a way to lose the game for the Chiefs. And it's just kind of sad. Like, he was really good. He was a really good addition last year to the team. He was playing. He was doing what he needed to do. He was playing good enough for them to be a playoff team. I don't think he was the reason that they were a playoff team, of course, but he definitely contributed to that. But I am a Patriots fan. This is not biased, but I do think the Bills are going to choke here. I mean, in the playoffs, when the Bills do play the Chiefs, I'm pretty sure I don't think they've actually won one game. They might have won. Wait, yeah, they might have won one, but I'm not sure. I don't really remember. But I don't think that the Bills, if they haven't won against the Chiefs in the playoffs yet, I don't think this year is going to be the first time that happens in the Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen era. So I think the Chiefs will be able to not easily win this game. Again, I do think this is going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be high scoring, like when Gabe Davis had 3 touchdowns, when Travis Kelce got the game-winning touchdown in overtime. I don't think it's going to be a game like that, but it is going to be a great game. I do think it is. But I have the Chiefs beating the Bills. Their offense has definitely been lackluster this whole year. It's not just Kadarius Toney, it's the whole offense. Patrick Mahomes hasn't been at that 99 overall level, at that level that he was last year, at the MVP level. And Travis Kelce, I mean, he hasn't really taken a step up, but he hasn't taken a step down. He's just basically been the same. He's a really good tight end. He's probably the best in the league. But yeah, I have the Bills losing to the Chiefs in the divisional round, and the Chiefs going on to make the conference championship. Okay, last divisional game, another divisional game, a divisional game in the divisional round. The only non-divisional game, according to my predictions, is Chiefs versus Bills. But that's basically a division game because of how much that they play together or play against each other in the playoffs and in the regular season. But the Browns and the Ravens are an excellent team. It's tough to really make a prediction on this game because, like, Joe Flacco is playing his old team, and the Ravens are the best team in the league. I think we can all agree on that. They're the best team in the league. They beat the 49ers, who are the best team in the NFC. So I do think the Ravens are probably the best team in the league. And I do think that Lamar Jackson is like a top 3 quarterback in this league too. Sure, maybe he runs the ball like a little bit more than he passes, but I don't even think that's a true statement. I think he passes the ball more. He's an excellent scrambler. He can throw pretty well. The only reason I'm salty is that the Patriots could have drafted him. They had like the pick before where he was taken. Now we're stuck with Mac Jones. Okay, anyways, let's stop talking about the Patriots. I do think that the Ravens will be able to win this game. They're the best team in the league for a reason, and I don't think that they're going to end up losing this game. I also do think this is going to be a very good game. I think this is going to be a very, like, exciting playoffs. Like, I think all of these games are going to be competitive, and all these games might be high scoring. But this game, I am. If this happens, I would be very excited to watch this game. This game just sounds like a great game. Like Joe Flacco going back to Baltimore to potentially upset them and make the conference championship. But I think that storyline is too good to be true. I think the Ravens will, if this game does end up happening in the divisional round, I think the Ravens will end the Browns' playoff run. Okay, conference championship time. Deciding who will be making the Super Bowl and who will win the Super Bowl after that. Let's start with the NFC side. 49ers at Cowboys. No, Cowboys at 49ers, sorry. This is going to be an excellent game. This game already happened, actually. And my oh my, should the Cowboys be afraid. 42-10 against a team who is in, like, 42-10, and the Cowboys are an excellent team. But losing 42-10, even if they're the best team in, like, one of the best teams in the league, like, I would say the 49ers at that point were the best team in the league because we didn't really know if the Ravens were gonna, like, start choking or if they were just there to stay, winning all those games. Because this was an earlier game in the year. But I think this game gave both teams time to improve and maybe even to get worse. But the Cowboys, they should be prepared for this game. Maybe they weren't as prepared in the regular season because it was just a regular season game. Or maybe they were. Maybe they were really prepared and they just ended up choking. But either way, even if they're very, very, very prepared, I just do not think that the Cowboys are going to make it as far as the Super Bowl. No offense to Cowboys fans, I just really do not think that the Cowboys are, like, gonna go all this way without choking at least one game out of the 3 games that they're gonna play. Maybe if they were the 1 seed and they didn't lose to the Cardinals and they didn't get blown out by the 49ers and they were actually a good team on the road, it would be a different story, but I don't see them being able to advance past the conference championship if they even make it that far. Okay, at the AFC Conference Championship, this is going to be an excellent game. I mean, I really don't know who could win this game. This is a great game, but give me the Baltimore Ravens to make the playoffs. Or what? Okay, sorry. Make the Super Bowl. Because they're the best team in the league, and the Chiefs' offense is going to get shut down by the Ravens' defense. I mean, the Ravens' defense has been so impressive this season compared to last year. Roquan Smith has been proving that he's probably the best middle linebacker in the league. And, like, either him or Fred Warner, that's a tough matchup. That's a tough question. I don't really think anyone would be able to decide. But I do think Fred Warner is better middle linebacker. But anyways, let's get back to talking about the game. I think the Ravens will pretty easily win this game because the Chiefs' offense has been so terrible, and I don't think Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are going to be enough to keep up with the Ravens' offense, especially against a defense like the Chiefs. Their defense has been stepping up recently, and the Chiefs' defense, don't get me wrong, it is good, but it's not as good as the Ravens' defense, and I don't think they're gonna get through this game without struggling on at least 2 or 3 drives. And I think that 2 or 3 drives that they struggle on will be the deciding factor of this game. It really just depends on how well their defense can play, because I think that Chiefs will definitely at least get 2 touchdowns if this game does happen. But I don't think Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are going to be enough for the Ravens to win the Super Bowl, or for the Ravens to lose this game. Okay, anyways, 49ers versus Ravens, both the one seeds in each of their conferences. This game happened this year. The Ravens absolutely demolished the 49ers. Not as bad as the 49ers demolished the Cowboys, but it was not even really that close. It was a big win for the 49ers, a big statement win, showing that they're really just a dominant force and a dominant team. And I love Brock Purdy. I love Deebo Samuel. I really like that team. I really like all their players. But I don't think the 49ers are going to be getting their revenge. I think the Ravens are going to go to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to win it out. Or win it all. Sorry. When Lamar Jackson got drafted, he made a statement after getting interviewed. He was getting interviewed after getting picked with the last pick in the first round. And he made sure to assure the Ravens fan base that they would be getting a Super Bowl out of him. And I think he's going to stay true to that statement this year. This year is the best shot that they're probably going to have, and the best shot that Lamar Jackson's probably going to have to fulfill that statement and fulfill his promise. I think he can definitely do that. I think he can definitely win it all. Especially, I mean, even if the Eagles make the Super Bowl with the Cowboys or the 49ers, I think the Ravens are not going to go out that easily. So I think the Ravens are going to win it all. And I think they're going to be your 2023 to 2024 Super Bowl champions. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that this video is. I just want to show you guys my playoff predictions in case any of you guys are interested. I don't watch about any future videos. I don't know if I'll have a mock draft video because one, I don't really watch college football, so I wouldn't really have great analysis on the players. Say I think Caleb Williams will be the first pick. I know that he's really good, but I don't know how he plays. I don't watch how he plays. I don't watch college. I don't watch tape on college football. I really only watch the NFL. I pay attention to college football, but I don't watch it. If there's a really good game happening, for the national championship when Michigan played Washington, I was just hey, what's the score? I just searched it up just to see what the score was and to see the stats. Also, congratulations to Michigan. I really did want Washington to win because I like Michael Penix because he might be the Patriots' future quarterback depending on what they do with the third pick. But if I were to have a mock draft video, it would be it would probably be shorter than normal mock drafts that Bengal would make or mock drafts that really anyone else would make that watches college, because I don't really watch college. I wouldn't be able to analyze the players and have a good analysis on why I think one team will take a certain player. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have a mock draft video. If you guys want to see that, then just comment that down below and maybe I'll do it. But just know, if I were to do a mock draft, I wouldn't really have a great reason for a team picking one player other than they really need say I think the Patriots are going to take Marvin Harrison with the third pick. The only what I would say is I know that he's really good, and I also know that the Patriots need a receiver, so that's probably why they would take him. That's really all I would say because I don't really watch college. I don't know how good a certain player is and how underrated a certain player is. I have favorite college players, and I have some college football players I've never heard of that are projected to go in the first 15 picks in the NFL draft. But anyways, I think I probably won't have a mock draft video unless people are wanting to see that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. And maybe in the next edit. I don't know if I'm going to make more edits because I don't know why. I just don't really find it as like entertaining as it used to be, because I don't really know. Like when the NFL season ended, like last season, I kind of stopped making edits. But yeah, I'm probably will end up making like a few edits here every like now and then, like here and there. But I don't know. But anyways, that will be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.